just got something to say about ADHD.
So as a dad who has a child who has ADHD tendencies, right?
Yep.
Can it be difficult? And if so, how?
Yeah, no, it could definitely be difficult because, every parent wants their child to be able to focus and to be able to do things when you ask them to do it. And so, as any parent, it can be frustrating when your son's going to do something, and next thing you know, he's doing 10 other things and totally forgot what he was doing. But yeah, I think this is the beauty of growth and learning from your kids. And I think that's one of the most important aspects is to learn from everything that you're seeing and what you're going through, and to realize that children are different and need different levels of attention. And so we have to parent in a different way and to get closer and to be more, touch motivated and put our hands on him and really, be there with him because that's what they react to properly.
Mhm. Do you think when your child is not listening or getting upset, do you think it's his way of trying to communicate when he doesn't know how to, or it's just he just doesn't want to listen?
Yeah, no, I don't think I don't think that he doesn't want to listen. I think he literally gets distracted and totally forgets. And so you just have to take it easy with the kids and think differently. That no kid, I believe, listens or doesn't listen on purpose. I don't think it's a mental thing where like I'm just going to ignore my parents. It's never. I don't believe it's ever that. I believe it's just something more that's just not something they ever they weren't thinking about. They just literally heard you, then they went and did something else, or they didn't hear you. And the point is that I don't think it's ever on purpose. So we just have to be patient, and we have to do things differently with kids that have a hard time paying attention to things or hearing something and not getting distracted
Mhm.
compared to those that have no problems doing it.
I actually have quite a few clients who have ADHD, and when their kids act out, their traumas come
Yeah, I'm
up,
sure.
you know? So, what would you suggest that when you see that inner child in you get so frustrated and you don't know what to do with it, what would you tell a father that's experiencing that?
That's where the growth comes in. I think when it comes to growing, parenting, being married and having kids is like the greatest personal growth ever. You learn
Right.
everything from those two, you know, situations. And so when it comes to your kids, you want to think back and realize that your job is to do more or grow compared to what your parents did. And so if there's something that triggered you, you need to figure out how you can internalize that in order to not let that be something that, is then pushed onto the kids and continuing the cycle. For
Mhm.
example, if your parents had a short temper, you know, then and you have a short temper, do you want to really give it to your kid? And so it's like, what can you do differently? So there's just always ways to break the way you react. You have to have something that either you do or something that stops you from going from, thought to action, and something in the middle that really holds you back. And I think it's just the ultimate personal growth to have someone, show you your inner work through your children. And it's just, it's not easy, but it's something that we all get to work on a daily basis.
Do you think as a parent when you make a mistake that, "Oh, I'm done, throw in the towel, my kids are never gonna forgive me, I've screwed them up for life, game over."
No, no, I've learned from my wife, who does a lot more work when it comes to like parenting and looking into it. I learned so much from her, and we read stuff together. But no, I think it's what's important is showing your kids that you're human,
Mhm.
and showing your kids that you make mistakes, and actually apologizing that you made that mistake, or yelled at them or got upset. And because it's very important that the child knows that they didn't make you upset, you got upset, and it wasn't because of them. Because a lot of times, kids take things extremely
Personal.
personally, and we learn all these things. My wife thought we've learned so much about, like, you know, the kids feel shame that like they've done something wrong, and like that they were the cause of your
Right,
anger. When at the end of the day, it's your own
right.
issues.
You have to explain to them, "Did you do
Exactly.
something wrong?" And they'll probably say, "Yes," and you have to tell them, "No,
Right.
I did something wrong. It wasn't your fault."
Exactly.
And I love that you just said that, because I experienced that for sure. I think
Yeah.
so many of us have experienced that. You might have experienced that
Oh,
too,
yeah,
you know?
always.
It's like, and then that carries on into adulthood. And then we wonder why you're a 30 something year old man or in your 40s and you don't think you're good enough.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's something that's it's really been impactful. My wife and I talk about this a lot, and sometimes it's great is like when your partner can also bring things up that you didn't see, so that then you can go back and be like, oh yeah, I did screw up there.
Right.
I gotta go apologize. And so it's something I know my wife and I really work on to make sure that we admit when we do something wrong, and we admit when we need to go say something to the kids, and be upfront with them and be honest with them, because the last thing we want is them to feel like they were the cause of something when it was really our own
Hmm.
issues.
So you would say having someone in your life, whether it's a wife or a coach or a rabbi or a mentor, you need someone in your life to hold you accountable.
Yeah, I mean, I would say need, but it helps big
Okay.
time. It's big time. It's very easy to see other people's issues.
Hmm.
It's the hardest to see your own.
Right.
And so having someone be able to reflect back and be upfront with you and honest with you is crucial. Like in terms of
What's that thing they say?
relationship.
You're pointing one finger at
Yeah, and
yourself
then
and
all
three
those
fingers at you. Yeah.
exactly. So yes, you definitely want to have your partner, your friends and people that will call you out
Hmm.
and really be upfront with you. There's no better friend that will just be honest with you about something, and really bring something up that most people are not willing to
But
talk
if
about.
he's genuine, like we
Correctly.
know,
No, correct.
yeah,
Exactly. You have to be genuine. There's no
right.
question about that. So yeah, it's always good to have allies, and there's always good to have people on your side. Coaches are great too, especially if you need it and it's something that's going to be helpful. But yeah, nothing beats having someone that can help you through that, because we are human and we don't always see all of our areas of work that's needed.
Right. Okay. Nachman, I appreciate
My
you.
pleasure.
If anyone wanted to find you or reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
And Hoffman OnlyUp at Instagram, and OnlyUp.me.
Okay. All right. Thank you, my man.
Appreciate it.